Greetings and salutations, Dave, or I guess technically I should call you Dead on Dave. This is Christopher Daniels, your favorite
Everyone, it's the
wrestler.
Native American Tonka. Want to give a big shout out to Dead on Dave.
Dave, this is Leon White, Big Van Vader.
Dead on Dave. What's up, man? It's the coach.
Hello,
You
this
know
is the
who it
hardcore
is.
legend Mick Foley, and I know when I want to keep up with the latest in wrestling news from around the world, I check in with Dead on Dave Productions. He covers a wide variety of wrestling topics, including the career of the hardcore legend. Don't miss it. Dead on Productions. Yeah.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Dead on Dave, and welcome to a very special Dead on Dave Live for Sunday, November 13th now. No, it's the 13th. It's almost the 14th here in Germany. Coming at you live from Germany, and we're going to have ourselves a conversation today about stupid liberal bullshit. Yes, but in the context of wrestling, so it makes it okay. Lots of stuff going on in the world right now. Of course, everybody knows Donald Trump is the president, and it's affecting things in many, many different ways. I think in unexpected ways. And one happened last night. Actually, two incidents happened, but only one of them really mattered. So we're not going to mess around too much, and we're going to talk about that. I want to give a big thank you to everybody who's here live with me. The Gaming Fault, Pizza Taco, Casey McLaughlin. We got Terry Snow Queen around here. I see Grand Slam 87. Of course, that's Jeff Huffman, my dude. Non-dudes here. We got all kinds of people. Malbron, Mystery Volley. We got all kinds of good people here. I thank you very much for joining me. I see Kane Patel, McCod. We got all kinds of good people. So we got a lot of good stuff to be talking about on this very, very special Sunday episode of Dead on Dave Live. Joey Styles, man. Let's not gild the lily. Let's get right into it. Joey Styles, everybody knows his year has been interesting. He made some comments on his Twitter account. WWE ended up not renewing his contract. That was about 5-6 months ago. And he went, or maybe even a little bit longer. It feels like it was just yesterday. But he went on, didn't bitch about it, didn't complain, just went on and did his job somewhere else. Got hired by Evolve, which works with WWE actually quite often. And he's been working quite frequently with them, doing a good job on commentary, because Joey Styles is okay on commentary. He's not my favorite guy in the world, but he does a job. So he goes in there and he works the IPPV event last night for Evolve. I think it was Evolve like 72. Which is Internet Pay-Per-View, I believe. IPPV. Evolve 72. And he was doing commentary with an announcer, Joanna Rose. And he made a nice little joke in reference to a Donald Trump quote. Yes, the famous Billy Bush Donald Trump quote. And this is exactly what he said. And I quote, see, I'm going to Michael Cole you right now. Joanna, you look great tonight. And if our next president were here tonight, he'd want to grab you by the... And he stops right there. Doesn't say another word after that. He alluded. That's why Joey Styles is good at his job, because he knows what to say and when to stop. He didn't say the word pussy. He didn't say anything like that. He was making a joke at Donald Trump. That's what it was. He was trying to be topical. Was it a great thing to say? Probably not. But what happened next is what makes this worth talking about. Directly after the event, the WWN Live Vice President of Talent Relations, Mr. Gabe Sapolsky, I deeply apologize for Joey Styles' comments, and I'm furious. We've parted ways with Joey Styles, and that's my final comment on this. Thank you for your support. Flow Slam, who was streaming the event, also commented, "We do not support or condone Joey Styles' remarks tonight in any manner, and we support this decision 100%. This is one steaming pile of liberal bullshit." And I don't like throwing that word around because I hate getting political with this stuff. But the reality is, this is a problem because this is censorship, plain and simple. He didn't use an offensive word. He alluded to a comment someone else made. It had more to do with the fact that it was a Trump comment than anything else. But this is where it gets interesting. This is where I think the bullshit of the political agenda that we see out there really shows its colors. Did anybody happen to see Saturday Night Live last night? Did anybody watch it? A lot of people watched it. You know why people watched it? Because Dave Chappelle was on Saturday Night Live, and I have no problem saying Dave Chappelle absolutely crushed on Saturday Night Live. Killed it. Had a great time doing it. I enjoyed watching it. First time I've watched a complete episode of Saturday Night Live and not wanted to turn the damn thing off in probably 15 years. It was great. Dave Chappelle was fantastic. He brought some buddies on like Chris Rock. It was very obviously slanted, but it was still funny. And that's what made Chappelle's Show funny. And this felt like an episode of Chappelle's Show. But during his opening monologue, why is my wife laughing at me? Chappelle's Show? Yeah, was my little speech impediment there funny to you? Yeah. Funny enough where you're going to laugh at me sitting on the floor? Just go pet your pussy and leave me alone. You keep petting that pussy, all right? I don't want to hear about it. Anyways. Yeah, she did this. My wife's disgusting. She did this. She was petting a cat. I made something innocuous, disgusting, but then she went and did this. She would munch some carpet. I know. Well, she ain't touching me, so yeah, whatever. Get out of here. All right. So, if you watch the opening monologue of Dave Chappelle last night, he makes the exact same joke as Joey Styles. Exact same joke, but he takes it a step farther. What he said was, I don't know about Donald Trump being president and everything, but funnily enough, I'm staying at the Hilton Hotel tonight. And he goes, I don't know about him running the country, but he can run a hotel. And it was really funny. And then he goes on to say, well, the maid service came in, changed the sheets, brought some food. I grabbed her by the pussy, and it was a great morning. Great start to my day. He actually said the word pussy on Saturday Night Live and then apologized to Lorne Michaels, who is the runner of Saturday Night Live. Now, one of these two were praised while the other was fired. And let me tell you, a hell of a lot more people watch Saturday Night Live than they watch this IPPV event of Evolve. Now, why is one acceptable when the other isn't? Well, they had no problems hitting it on the head of exactly why. All night, the entire episode of Saturday Night Live was slanted about how minorities and liberals can get away with things that other parts of America cannot. And that's a big goddamn problem. It doesn't matter that, like in the chat says, Dave Chappelle's a legend. Who the fuck is Joey Styles? That shouldn't matter. Status and stature shouldn't matter. Offensive should still be offensive, correct? In the context of things of being fair, offensive should always still be offensive. If you tell an offensive joke and on primetime television on a major network, you say the word pussy and use the exact joke that Trump, said basically. Why is that not a bigger deal than Joey Styles, who, as you say, PVS Sweetie Pie, is nobody? Why is it a bigger deal than Joey Styles friggin' saying that and then getting fired, losing his job for a joke that he didn't even complete? Alluding to a joke is enough to get him fired. It frustrates the shit out of me when this stuff happens because it shouldn't be seeping into the wrestling industry. The wrestling industry has gotten more progressive over the last 10 to 15 years, and that has basically gone with the WWE slant, and I get that. I understand completely. There are some things that you have to be a little bit more cognizant of and forward, and not everything can be acceptable when you're a publicly traded company, and that all makes sense. Hulk Hogan getting fired because of his N-word rant, I get it. I totally get it. Hulk Hogan's going to be coming back just like everybody else has come back who has had problems and stuff. Evolve isn't WWE. Evolve is small enough to where they could stand on principle if they wanted to and stand by Joey Styles and say, no, you know what? A joke is a joke. Freedom of expression still matters here. They cowered it out. They showed cowardice. They showed absolutely no backbone, no balls. And what they showed they had is exactly what Donald Trump would have grabbed if he would have been there. A big, flabby pussy. He didn't say the words. He didn't finish the joke. And even if he would have, it was on an IPPV wrestling event. An event that probably had some hardcore stuff. An event that probably had extreme violence, more than likely, and probably some adult language throughout some time of it. Why? Because it's on the internet. It's an internet pay-per-view. People were paying to be there. There's no restrictions. You can do that. It doesn't matter all that much. But this lack of spine in the wrestling industry bugs the balls off of me. In the lower portions of the wrestling industry, Evolve is no threat to ever become a WWE. And just because, look, I am a believer in portray yourself for the job that you want to have rather than the job that you already have. I believe in that. But this is ridiculous to go to this length to acquiesce to an agenda that should not fucking even attribute to you. It's downright criminal. I mean, it's straight up censorship. It's straight up censorship. Joey Styles, what he did was so innocuous, and it's just so frustrating to see this. Now, I reached out to Joey Styles, but I am a pimple fart. Keep in mind, I am absolutely nobody. So it's not a surprise that Joey Styles is not here. But I did reach out to him on Twitter, and I let him know that I would be live because I want this story told. I want people talking about this because I think this is wrong. I think this is wrong. And the Gaming Fault, now I started reading what he just said, and I think when I read this entire thing, I'm going to 100% agree with it. I'm going to elaborate on it. The Gaming Fault said, wrestling is a good way to forget what's happening in life. Sometimes because you're watching a story, do agree with politics should be kept out, but to fire someone over a joke, it's ridiculous. He's 100% right. We're watching wrestling because it takes us out of our everyday life. Wrestling is so ridiculous, and the magic of wrestling is to suspend our belief from reality. When you incorporate something so blatantly political, and it's so light of what he did, I mean, it's basically killing a mosquito with a sledgehammer. It makes absolutely no sense. Why not quietly fine him? Quietly suspend him. You know why you don't quietly fine him or suspend him? Because you want to make a big, loud noise. You want to make sure that the liberal media gets a hold of it and praises your tiny little wrestling institution for doing something progressive and protecting women. Because apparently there's a double standard. You know, women talk about how they're equal to men all the goddamn time and how there should be this equality all across the board. Yet we can't say anything about women in any sexual content, no matter how much nobody will ever exploit women as much as women exploit themselves. Yet if a man says something, even 15, 10 years ago, it's enough to cost you or label you as a misogynist. It doesn't matter if it's a joke or if it's in context or if it's no different or worse than what people at a poker table will say at any given time, or what a fat, copious podcaster will say on his shows. You're talking to a guy who once said he'd wear Lana as an oxygen mask. And to be fair, because I'm not a sexist, I also said that I would let Roman Reigns howl me out like a goddamn canoe. I have no problems in saying any of these things. Why? Because it's funny. Because it's entertaining. It's not serious. It's jokes. And there should be some type of limitation on what is going on with these type of ramifications. It's ridiculous. It's not the same as ESPN putting a muzzle on a broadcaster for going a little bit too far. If a corporation doesn't want their company represented in such a manner, I do believe they have a right to get rid of them. But for no reason, for something that's so innocuous, just to be progressive, just to say, I'm progressive, I have a serious problem because it's, oh God, Kakarabia, God damn it. I got to let you go. I just got a fucking loud noise, buddy. I'm sorry. Call me back when you get a handle on that background noise, Kaka.
I was just coming out my building, man. I'm sorry.
I don't know what the hell that was. Who's getting trashed in the background? What happened there? That was terrifying.
Oh no, it was some little kids running around in my building. I'm just coming out my building right now, man. I apologize for that, Mr. Dave.
No, you're good, buddy. Wait, hold on. I got to do this the right way. Joining me now is usually my favorite caller, one of my favorite callers, because he's got the best name in all of YouTube, man. It's Kakarabia. What's going on, my friend?
Hey, man, what's going on, Dave? By the way, man, congratulations on your Cubs victory, man. I knew y'all were going to win. That was the last time I spoke to you, Game 7. Yeah. So you were going to win. I won another $150. We're going to put that game over. Really the easiest $150 I ever won in my whole life. But the Cubs are very built for it to win another one next year if everything goes well.
Agreed. But this isn't a Cubs broadcast. What you got for me, buddy?
No, not a Cubs broadcast, but, give me these dollars because, I don't know a lot of Cubs fans, only you and a couple of people.
Much love, baby. I gotcha.
Yeah, man. Nah, but, yeah, man, I didn't know Joey Styles got fired.
Yeah, for not even completing an entire joke. Can you believe? I mean, once again, this is what he was fired for. This is the exact quote of which he was fired for. He was talking to his announcer, Joanna Rose, when he said this: "Joanna, you look great tonight. And if our next president were here tonight, he'd want to grab you by the," and then he fades out. Gee, Dave Chappelle said pussy on Saturday Night Live last night. He used the entire joke, and it's completely okay. That is embarrassingly hypocritical. Embarrassingly.
Wow, I didn't even know that's how he got fired.
And by the
man.
way, I have no problems with what Chappelle said. No problems. I thought it was hysterical what Chappelle said. I think it's funny what Joey Styles said. It's a goddamn fucking bullshit, unfair travesty that Joey Styles no longer has a job because of that.
Wow, that's crazy, man. And then, I was watching the Dave Chappelle. Yeah, he said pussy right on national TV, live and all that, man. I couldn't believe it, man. That's crazy. He got fired because he didn't finish his joke? Wow, man. He should do something about that, man. He should do something about that. That sucks, man.
He'll probably, this is not the first time this has happened to Joey Styles, so more than likely he's just going to kind of eat it, but we'll see. PVS Sweetie Pie says, if Cronin and Dave didn't like Styles, they would see that for what it is. The more relevant you are, the more you can get away with. First off, I'm not a big Joey Styles guy. I think he's okay. I'm not a huge fan of the guy, for one, okay? Two, that is such a bullshit fucking statement to make because it's not true. It doesn't hold weight in all political spectrum. We see Donald Trump is arguably more relevant than anybody else in the world right now, yet he got fucking almost taken down by the exact same fucking thing. So no, I don't believe that. It just depends on what side of the agenda you sit on. Dave Chappelle was okay, not because he's a bigger star than Joey Styles, because he's a black man on the liberal side of the agenda. He stopped short of denouncing Hillary Clinton. You know why he didn't denounce her completely? Because he knows that would have fucked him. That would have put him on the other side of the agenda, and he would have been fair fucking target. You know what? He said it himself before. He said it in his own comedy routines. I am a huge fan of Dave Chappelle. I think he's one of the 5 funniest comedians in the history of comedy. He's hilarious. In one of his comedy specials, Dave Chappelle once said, I am not going to get political. You know why? Because look what they did to the Dixie Chicks. Imagine what they're going to do to my black ass. This is the shit that I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Look what they did to 3 white girls. Can you imagine what they do to my black ass? I mean, that's what we're talking about. Because he knows you can't be on the opposite side of the agenda. It has nothing to do with relevancy. It has to do with what side of the agenda you fall on.
No, damn, that's crazy, man. Nah, but if anything, man, the shit is that, the shit, man, the nation right now is very, very sensitive with black people. I'm a Hispanic guy, man, I don't give a fuck what be going on with all this racist shit, man, but shit like that, man, just make me think that, people are very sensitive with the black people, and they just want to have some brownie points with people like that, man.
Hold on. I got to respond to the chat. Hold on 1 second. For 2 things. Andrew Self says, you just completely contradict yourself. Trump did get away with it because he's more relevant. No, he got away with it because fucking Hillary Clinton was absolutely unelectable. And half the goddamn country was tired. Hey, Kaka, I'm going to let you go, buddy. Take it easy, Kaka. I'm going to let you go, buddy.
No, that's all I said. I'm Hardy.
Take it easy, buddy. Jesus Christ, you can't have another conversation in the background. What the hell's the matter with people? Now, he didn't get away with it because he was more relevant. He got away with it because people are tired of this bullshit. At least half the country was. That's first off. Second, it had more to do with how fucking repugnant Hillary Clinton is. And PVS Sweetie Pie comes back with Trump almost got taken down. He won by a near landslide. First, he didn't win by a near landslide. He won much closer than you were actually. Look at the numbers. He lost the fucking popular vote. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? Unbelievable. But still, it's completely okay. It's completely okay. The gaming fault. Am I correct saying that at WrestleMania 29, Del Rio and Swagger with an angle that they got a bit of shit for? This is information from the UK, not 100% sure. I think that was the Swagger Del Rio situation when Swagger was supposed to be in the main event, and then he got taken down for weed and driving while intoxicated, and then he lost his push. I think that's the situation, but I'm trying to remember exactly. But yeah. All right, so there's my look. I don't want to get too crazy with this. It just bugs the balls off me that people in this very chat are going to use the "it's the way it is" route and not say something about it. Letting it stand is part of the goddamn problem, and I used to be the exact same way. Sometimes when it affects you, and wrestling does affect me, that can be sad and pathetic to you. I don't give a shit. But wrestling does affect me. I enjoy it. It's one of my oldest pastimes. In fact, it's one of the only two things that I got that are pleasant memories of my father. Now, when shit like this happens and takes away from that or threatens wrestling for me, I have an issue with it. So it is important to me, and I have no problems admitting that. This is a problem not just for wrestling, though. This is a problem for everybody. Freedom of speech and people accepting it so easily, it's exactly the reason why Trump got elected. Because people are tired of this shit. People are tired of it. It's ridiculous that you can't say zip and pip anymore. It's absolutely insane. 347, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Hey, Dave. This Joey Styles thing, I do think he went too far, even with him not saying pussy. Because it could come off as offensive to some people.
But why does that matter on an internet pay-per-view show that people are going to watch other people beat the shit out of each other, bleed, cuss, sexualize women in their own fucking way? Why does it matter what a not even full joke is said by a commentator? Why is that more important than everything else that happens on a violent show that people are paying to see on the internet?
Because everything else has been a part of wrestling, long been a part of wrestling. It doesn't go beyond the boundary, the rest of those things. But when you go out and talk about how you want to just about grabbing women by the vagina, I think it may be offensive to some people who are watching. I think, everything else you just described has long been a part of wrestling. That's why I don't think it
McMahon once
goes
made
too
Trish
far.
Stratus bark like a dog in the middle of the ring. Vince McMahon,
Yeah, that was way too far.
It wasn't for a lot of people. A lot of people want those days back. There are fucking Twitter accounts that have hundreds of thousands of followers because they show memes and GIFs of those situations. It's not too far. It's not too far. I don't think it's too far at all. It's a joke. It's a joke.
No.
And it's not even a full joke. It's not real. It's a joke.
Right, I agree. It's a joke, but jokes can go too far. Like, do you remember the whole Abraham Washington situation from a couple years back?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you made the Kobe Bryant joke.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't think that went too far?
That's a publicly traded company. That's a publicly traded company on a fucking major television network. Completely different situation. 100% different situation.
It's not what it said, it's where it said, and on the platform, that's the problem.
To an extent, yes, but the platform was on the internet, paid fucking audiences only. It's not on a major television network like Dave Chappelle saying pussy using the entire Trump joke on Saturday Night Live. We watch television shows like Game of Thrones with a weekly rape scene. This is a ridiculous argument, and context of where you see it doesn't matter all that much. It shouldn't be, if it's not acceptable in one avenue, it shouldn't be acceptable in any fucking avenue. But the fact that people can pick and choose, the fact that people can pick and choose where the agenda is attributed is part of the entire problem. It's why Donald Trump got elected.
No, I agree with you 100%. I think it should, if it's not okay in one place, it's not be okay in the other place. That's the hypocrisy that we live in, though. That I don't know what you can do about, because I think people are always going to be hypocrites. People are always going to.
Now I can assume that you didn't like this. This actually bugged you. What Joey Styles said. Can I ask you why? Can I ask you why this bugs you?
No, I don't. I thought it was it didn't irk me. I thought I don't think he went too far, but I don't think he should have been fired for it. I didn't think it was such a big deal that he has to be fired and exiled from the company and have Gabe supposedly go on Twitter and say everything he said. I don't think.
Yeah.
I figured, once I found out that he had said what he said, I thought he would maybe be, I don't know, fined or suspended.
Which
I don't
would have been
think it was
fine.
worth a
Which
firing.
would have been fine. I think a suspension,
Yeah.
quietly, a fine, quietly, completely fine. But to be fired and then outed on Twitter for no other reason than to acquiesce to an agenda is wrong. It's wrong. It's flat out wrong. Kissing the ass of a fucking liberal media that doesn't even affect your company. This is Evolve that we're talking about, a non-publicly traded wrestling corporation. That's what we're talking about, that had a show on the internet. This is not WWE. This is not on USA Network. It's ridiculous. It's fucking wrong.
But it's like what you're saying. You're saying it should, if it's not okay one place, it should not be okay in the other place. So it should happen on IP pay-per-view or on primetime television.
That's
if
you believe that. That's if you believe that it's wrong. You see, I don't believe that it's wrong. I believe in freedom of expression. I believe in freedom of speech. I believe in jokes. I believe that Game of Thrones is completely fine for murdering babies because it's a fucking television program. I have no problem watching fucking all the crazy shit they do sexually. I have no problems with it. It doesn't bother me. You know why? Because it's not fucking real. And I don't believe that television or video games alter you as a human being. I've been watching Nightmare on Elm Street since I was 4 fucking years old. I've been playing violent video games my entire life. I've been to war. I was in the United States Army. I am a perfect candidate to lose my fucking shit and be altered by what I see. But I don't. You know why? Because I take personal responsibility for what I intake. And that's what people need to do. They need to stop blaming the things around them for their fucking problems and why they do the things they do. It's ridiculous. It's nonsensical. Let's just get rid of all television then. It's insane. It's insane.
No, I don't think you need to go that far, but I do understand what you're talking about.
That's the slippery slope argument, though, because if you allow that shit to start at one venue, then it has to go everywhere, or it makes no sense. So it's like you can't have it any other way. You know, you can't pick and choose.
Right.
But you can if you're a liberal. If you not all liberals. I like most liberals, by the way. It's the extreme liberals. Right. It's those fucking feminazi motherfuckers. It's the one who want to silence everybody because the only time freedom of speech applies is when it's to them. That's who I'm talking about. And I want to make that very clear.
Right. I can understand. I think being too far either way, whether conservative or liberal, is a big issue.
Any form of extremism is bad. I agree.
Right. We need everything in moderation. But
balance,
thanks
baby.
For my call, though.
Balance, baby. Like in everything, you have balance, man. Zen. We are all Jedi. That's exactly how we should be. Being balanced, not too little, not too much. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate your call, man. I hope you don't think I was yelling at you, because I wasn't. I'm just a loud guy.
No, I've called before. I get it.
You know how I am.
Right.
All right, man. Great call. I appreciate it.
Likewise.
Take it easy, buddy. All right, we're taking calls, questions, comments, concerns, hope, dreams, quips, quotes, the whole shebang on the Joey Styles situation. Joey Styles was fired from Evolve last night for making reference to the obscene comments, which, by the way, they are fucked up. What Donald Trump said is fucked up. But it is what it is. It didn't, and there was enough people who didn't think it was that big of a deal, the fact that he got fucking made president. So, I don't know. Let's see here. Just Bronson. Remember when Stephanie McMahon compared Vince's steroid trial to 9/11? Yeah. The gaming fault. Styles kind of grabbed her by the pussy joke and didn't finish it, so he got fired. Didn't finish the joke. Gets fired, and not only that he got fired, it's how he got fired. Getting fired publicly like that, having the CEO get out in front of it just to, on Twitter, a liberal fucking site, by the way, in case you didn't know it. Jesus Christ. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty nuts, man. And conservatives and shit, they get fucking taken down all the time on Twitter. Anybody speaking their mind, speaking out against the agenda of extreme liberalism and fucking this whole bullshit goddamn mantra of emotions matter more than reality. The way someone feels matters more than people's fucking livelihoods. That is insane. That is insane. Grand Slam 87, Jeff Huffman says, whoever decided words like pussy and shit are bad is a pussy. Well, they didn't think it was so bad when Dave Chappelle said it live on Saturday Night Live last night. They didn't think that was too bad. You know why? Because he's on the right side of the agenda. That's why. So, not AJ Styles, former ghost. Not AJ Styles. Joey Styles, as it says in the title. Joey Styles. Joey Styles. Come on. Read the title. Reading is fundamental. Think about your life choices. We're taking your calls live on Skype. David Vancura, DavidVancura, or, of course, number 702-751-2902. We got a hell of a week of programming coming up. Of course, we got Monday Night Raw live review tomorrow. And then SmackDown, I believe I'm going to be doing a live reaction show because it's the 900th episode of SmackDown. The Undertaker's going to be there. The Edgester is going to be there. It's going to be a crazy night. There's going to be all kinds of surprises. It's going to be a lot of fun. Cannot wait for that. So we have all of that. Live 205 is getting ready to start, but not, or 205 Live, but not quite yet. I think we're still another week away from that. So Wednesday is NXT, the final NXT before the NXT Toronto, so that should be a lot of fun. And of course, this upcoming weekend, we got NXT Toronto, we got Survivor Series, we got all kinds of crazy stuff. So we got a lot of stuff crack-a-lacking, and I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. I love it. Wait a second. Dave using the example of a retard like Joey Styles to prove that we live in a liberal PC world. Trump isn't, neither is Chappelle. Yes, he fucking is. Jesus, Chappelle is a liberal. Yes, he's a Democrat, he's a liberal, and he voted for fucking Hillary. Yeah, what the hell are you talking? Of course he is, PBS Sweetie Pie. What are you talking about? Of course he is. By his own fucking admission, he absolutely is a liberal. Holy shit. Holy shit, he absolutely is. Anyway. But that's okay. That's all right. You're entitled to your opinion, PBS Sweetie Pie. If you don't think that we live in a fucking liberal PC world, if you don't think that it's altering everything around you or a lot of things around you, you're simply not looking. You're just simply not looking. The people get shut down all the fucking time. And this is just a small example of that. Big, small, indifferent, it doesn't matter. It depends on what side of the agenda that you're on. Now, luckily, this is dying out. This culture is moving out. I mean, these motherfuckers on college campuses, these kids, they're getting less and less attention. These snowflakes are getting less and less attention because people are getting tired of this bullshit. They're getting tired of it because it's ridiculous. Safe spaces and all that shit, it's ridiculous. It really is. Fish says, I don't understand all the celebrity backing Hillary got. I can tell you exactly why. Hollywood is the liberal mecca. You have to be liberal in Hollywood. You have to be overtly liberal in Hollywood. Your career depends on it. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. It's crazy. Unless you're big enough not to be. And even then, you're not guaranteed to be safe from it because enough backlash can go and affect you in a negative way. It just depends on what it is. These cry bullies out there, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. But anyway. Let's see here. I think that's about it. Babe, what do you think about this situation? This is my 40-year-old woman, German wife. I mean, what do you have to say about all this shit?
Stupid.
It's stupid. Say it louder. Let them know.
Stupid.
German. Say it's stupid in German.
No.
Say it's stupid in German.
No.
Say it's stupid in German. Don't make me look like an asshole.
Because it sounds stupid when I say it's stupid in German.
Why? Say it. Just say it.
That's dumb.
Told you. You're so cute.
No.
She's so cute. She's so cute. I love her. Anyway. I think that's about it, man. I think we're going to fucking get up out of here on that. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Yeah, I understand this is a little more political than we like to get, but this is a political subject and it affects wrestling, so it was worth talking about in context because it is really disgusting to think that these things are happening more and more, that we got these people that are rioting in the fucking streets right now, not protesting, rioting simply because they did not get their fucking way. The democracy that they have touted and said that it should be the final judge of everything made a decision. And yet, crying, bullshitting, media distortion, CNN, you disgust me more than anyone else. It really is a fucking shame. It really is. But that's all I got. Thank you guys very much for joining me right here on Dead on Dave Productions for this Dead on Dave Live Joey Styles firing bullshit extravaganza show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. I had fun. So I thought you guys had a good time. I had a good time. Thanks for the chat for being hot. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. A couple of things. Carolina Reaper rules are still in effect as always. If you want to donate to the channel, we get to $100 in any given show. Carolina Reaper time. It's just how it goes. That's a big one. Also, PSN Network giveaway card. $50 gift card for American users. It's still up for grabs. Casey McLaughlin did win the damn thing. Did win it last night, but decided he didn't want it. He wanted to keep it going. So the competition still happens, and the next time you have a chance to win, the PlayStation Network card is at Survivor Series. And all you got to do is make sure that you sub to me here and that you follow me on Twitter. That's all you got to do, and the competition will likely happen on Twitter yet again. Hope you guys enjoyed it, man. I really do appreciate y'all being here. Thank you very much for supporting me. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like this video, and check out everything that's going on within the community on my featured channels list. Grand Slam 87, man. Jeff the Huff Huffman, my good buddy and occasional co-host right here on Dead on Dave Productions. You also know him from Shot from the Point. He's got himself a really great channel. Go check him out. Put out a new video today. We got all kinds of other things going on. We got Real Talk, the Metaphor Messiah, man. He'll be making a comeback very, very shortly with bigger music, better music, and more appearances on this show and Tommy C's show at Shot from the Point. It's going to be great. Make sure you're checking him out as well at Jay Davis or Real Talk, the Metaphor Messiah. Check him out on Twitter. Real Talk the Truth or Real Talk Legacy. I can't remember which one. It's in the description box. And that's about it. So make sure you guys are checking all that out. We'll see you next time right here on Dead on Dave Productions. Like, subscribe, and share. And as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. We'll see you next time. Keep it copious. Gizmo says peace.